Hello. Hello. We're live now on everywhere. Every single thing. Hello. We should be live everywhere. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back, my people. Oh, my mic is... Oh, my God, my mic. So loud. Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me also tell everyone I'm finally live. Hold on. We have a lot to yap about. Lots of things to talk about. Lots of things to talk about. Hello, welcome, everyone. If you're lurking, welcome. Hi, Eric. Hi, Aries. Hi, Nachos. Hi, Changes. I don't know where you guys are watching from if you're lurking, but welcome. Thank you for being here. I own a pinned chat to the homie Eric for hitting a perfect 20. Where is that perfect? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect 20. Let's go. W. But welcome back. How did you guys... How's your week? As I can see, Streamlabs is on my ass. Nah, that's not it. That's not it at all. So welcome back. Thank you guys so much for being here. I kind of want to quickly yap to you guys about something because I think... What's up, Cucumber? I think some of you guys saw the post. I don't know if you guys realized. I guess I just need to explain a couple things. I'm gonna lower the music real quick so we can like address this. I don't know if you guys know this. I know that the post went and it got alerted, and obviously the post got live. I posted about Follie like maybe a couple days ago. It was a clip from one of our streams where we talked about Follie, and quite literally addressed the whole fat shaming situation that's been happening in the community, and then simultaneously also talked about the toxicity that's been happening in the Warframe community. Obviously, that is only one clip addressing specifically the fat phobia regarding Follie. Follie as in F-O-L-E. I spelled it for you. She is a Warframe character. So let me also emphasize. Follie is an art frame, which is a Warframe, which is basically a it's a fictional character from a video game, right? But lots of fat shaming has come through it because, of course, the gaming community will do this. I need to just be 1000% honest about one thing and one thing only, and just like kind of walk you guys through something. When it comes to my community and the way that I've built it, I have something called creator safe mode on my comment section. That is on purpose because I think we currently live in a time and an era of social media where people just fight for fighting. And as of honestly 2026, I'm trying really hard to not like jump into the wagon and like be one of those people and like try to fucking create a safe space and all those things. So because of creator safe mode on TikTok, that means that a lot of comments get filtered into an approval process behind the scenes. That's not the drop down filter section you see in the comment section. No. It is a literal behind the scenes process that is under privacy settings for TikTok creators. If you click on privacy, there will be a filter segment and you can review comments under there. When I tell you guys the amount of toxic comments that were in the filter flagged segment for that particular post is disturbing. Not only were they fat phobic, calling her a fat bee, they were also concerning because a lot of you guys, not a lot of you guys, but a lot of people that are just as troublesome as they are, clearly do not know the difference between diabetes 1 and diabetes 2. Apart from the fact that a lot of them just wanted to call them obese on a nonstop, or as I mentioned, a fat bee. The fact that somebody literally said her superpower could be heart failure or something along those lines, like it concerns me to no end how much, while the post specifically was about fat phobia, how many people were in the flag segment of the comment section that all of you guys cannot see. But then in addition to that, there are people that go and be like, no, it's not about fat phobia. It's about the design. Respectfully, I understand everybody does not like the design of Follie. I get it. It's a sci-fi video game with weird looking characters. Not everyone's going to be your cup of tea. That is it. Here's the thing. Do not be dismissive about the situation, because I was not specifically talking about the helmet design. I was talking about literally the fat phobic, misogynistic shit that's been going on in Warframe and has increased in the last couple months. I say, especially in the last quarter of the last year. Now, I think if anything is a sign of growth in the community, and I understand that people are going to always have their opinions. I think artistically it's valid to not like a particular design of a character. I don't like all of them, but I think it's ridiculous to be dismissive. It's like a fucking kid says, hey, people are stepping on my toes and that's hurting, and somebody comes by and says, hey, it's not because they're stepping on your toes. It's because they just don't like your shoelace, while people continue to step on the toes of the poor kid. You're not gonna, like, it blows my mind. We're throwing hands with who? No. Let me rewind for a second. I needed to talk about this because right now the post is going viral. And also Nachos did redeem a couple things. So thank you for the hydrate. Thank you for the stretch. And thank you for the posture check. Thank you. Hi, Chris. How are you? Big stretch, big hydrate, big posture check. That's a lie. If I was about to design, but if they're leading with name calling and calling with the F words, that debunks their entire argument on the issue at hand. I think what's happening is, it's not that it's a lie. I completely understand that people are not happy with Foley design. It's more like people are being completely dismissive to the reality. And also in that post, I say the words, let me rephrase that. They're not being dismissive to the reality. They're being dismissive to the message of the post. In that clip, which is from the stream that we had, where I say the words, hey, she's a big girl. She's large and in charge. Just let her be, bro. And those words triggered so many people to say not only, hey, it's not about her being fat. It's about her literally just having a horrible design, while simultaneously people in the back end of the comment section that are getting literally flagged right now are quite literally saying, hey, she's a FB, she's obese, her superpower can be diabetes, heart failure. Like, literally, like, guys, like... I have faith in our communities in general as people, and I believe that there's growth, and I believe that there's an ability for all of us to grow as people. But it is absolutely frustrating to see people, one, be completely dismissive, two, other people come into the comment section and say, day 120 something of not seeing a single post where this comment section is being talked about. I understand you guys don't see it, guys, but again, I will forever have creator safe mode on in my comment section, so trust me, you're likely not going to see it in my comment section as common as other comment sections, but I have seen it in other comment sections. I will forever keep my comment sections a creator safe mode. Why? Because it's good for my mental health, but then it's also good for the mental health of other people. Other people that would probably like to see themselves represented in video games. Other people that just want to be having fun, want to do things that are happy, go lucky, want to be and exist in a place where people are not constantly fighting in the comment sections and saying dumb shit in the comment sections. I want to have faith. I want to have fucking faith in people. But literally, not only is it frustrating to see a bunch of red pill individuals in the back end of my flag section of the comment things that you guys are never going to be able to see, no matter how many X amount of comments are in there, that at this point I'm probably just going to delete and block everybody at this point. But also it's frustrating to not just see the it's frustrating to see the red pill individuals that are stuck in the back end of I'm so angry about this. It's just irritating because I think people are just trying to fight over people existing in video games. And I think it's absolutely irritating. It's disappointing, but it's also a testament of how honestly people just don't want to grow and don't want to be fucking kind to each other. And it's irritating. Cucumber says it's the people who normalize sexualizing all the frames. It's only a recent with the E started leaning into that side of things, and so many frames are made with unrealistic body standards. The frames are made from people. The frames are made from people. They're gonna have diverse bodies. Even the most gooner sites have tags of different body types. So those people need to stop whining about 1/60 frames not being made for their kinks. Period. And I'll describe it again for those that are coming in right now. As a reminder, I am live in 3 platforms right now. So if you're joining in on the Clock app, thank you so much for the likes. I see you, Jenny. Welcome to a gaming stream with me. If you are joining on the Red app, aka the app that's with the Y and the T, I cannot say the name when I'm multi-streaming because some apps do not like it, but you can go ahead and hang out over there if you want to, or you can come into the Purple app, aka the one that rhymes with Stitch, or Itch. All those links are available in my bio. You can join all of them. No hesitation, no stress. Some of those tourists are about to find out how Rep Forb is because we're talking about the same dev who is all about body positivity and inclusivity. That's also the point that I was making I thought it was obvious. I thought it was obvious when I said the words. She's large and in charge, and she's here to stay. Like, let her be, bro. That I was specifically talking about body positivity. So tell me why so many people were so dismissive about that, saying that hasn't happened. It's about the design. Like, I mean this so respectfully. I think it's completely valid if you don't like a design just for artistic reasons. I think it's valid. I don't like everything art-wise. Mind you, games are art. I don't care. You guys can debate me on that. Games are art. I don't like everything art-wise. I have specific styles. I don't like every single frame that's in Warframe. I don't see myself getting all of them, but my inner completionist is likely going to get it because one, MR, but then also just completionist shit. The same way I didn't like everything in Cyberpunk, artistically speaking, but I still like the game. It's still peak. It's still cinematics. It's still awesome. And then to add on, Warframe is fucking free. But it's the fact that people literally heard me say those words and just wanted to fight because it was about the artistic direction, wanted to fight because she's, to them, a big girl, but literally they want to use terms about diabetes, which, by the way, none of them understand the difference between diabetes 1 and diabetes 2. Like, clearly that's something that's been so telling in the back end of the comment sections. Again, I'm not talking about the filter comment drop down comment section in that post. That is not what I'm talking about. For those that are in creator settings, in content creation, when it comes to TikTok, there is a separate filter settings in privacy behind the back end of TikTok under your account, where comments will go and get filtered in because they got flagged by TikTok because they crossed a line. Sorry about that. And because they are under the list of filter wordings or things like that. So that particular comment section, it is disgusting, it is disturbing, it is dismissive, it is gross, and it's going to literally be a constant reminder that there's a shit ton of gooners and a shit ton of red pill people and a shit ton of people that just literally don't care about humans, don't care about anything, or just let me rephrase that. They just don't care about growing up. Now, I know a lot of them are probably kids, but it's absolutely disturbing when I actually see a grown-ass adult telling me that this girl's superpower can be fucking heart failure, and then mention diabetes, and then mention the wrong diabetes at that, and then other people are out here telling me, no, it's because of the design. By the way, I have been thinking about this since I posted that post, and I just saw the comment section be crazy. Also, in addition to that, I just want to say I still don't understand why so many people just want to fight each other in the comment section. Like, what is happening with all of us? Why are we all just fighting? Like, why can't we just chill? Why can't you just fucking scroll? I think at some point in my life I really wanted to just fight absolutely everybody, but at the same time it's just kind of like, at this point, what's it worth? It's just somebody online. Like, it's not just hee hee ha ha, move on. Like, it's okay. I do have to shout out to the people that clocked it. I think we talked about this on the stream before. 1,000%. You guys are totally right. And I know Mess is calling them tourists. Yes, there's going to be a lot of point and shoot players that have transitioned over to Warframe. I get that. I know it's a particular group of people because their game maybe haven't given them what they said they were going to give them and took away things from them after paying things. Look, listen, I'm so glad you're supporting the developers that is the amazing developers that are DE. I think that's a testament of how fucking great DE is. And I think it's a testament to how it's absolute bullshit for some of us to be paying $100 for a video game when things can be absolutely free the way that DE is and can still give you like cinematic experience, right? But it is 100% literally just them bringing in the toxicity. And I emphasize the whole aspect of it's been in the last quarter of last year. It's been rough, and you can see the transition, and there's a lot of people in the comment section right now that didn't get flagged or filtered too much, that did say, hi, welcome, you caught me in a rant, that did say, hey, I'm pretty sure it's the Destiny players that have transitioned over to Warframe that are causing a lot of that commotion. Mass is calling them tourists. Somebody else mentioned, I'm pretty sure it's not just like the Destiny players. Like, I'm pretty sure Battlefield and other players are finally catching on to Warframe. And so the community is growing. But like, yeah. Welcome. Hey, we haven't seen you in chat for a minute. How are you? Just one quick topic, positive thing. Got You're RL5? I thought it was LR5. Am I tripping? Yeah! You're finally there. Isn't that the last one you can get on Warframe? Cucumber says over on the Purple app, I've had to go through and block a bunch of accounts for being transphobic. When Flare released, one of them was a creator that kept showing up on my FYP, and I knew there was something off about them. I also see people still trying to normalize misgendering Haku too. I don't even know the lore about Haku. Mind you, it's because I'm technically still considered not necessarily, I'm a toddler Tenno, right? But I don't like, I don't know. I think in the last quarter specifically, I just have experienced an interesting shift in the community, especially in the creator aspect, as somebody that is trying to document the process of Warframe. And I understand a lot of people are going to have opinions, and that's not the problem I'm having. It's the fact that I said the words, she's large and in charge, and she's here to be, so just let her be, bro. Like, the fact that I said that and everybody was like, but actually it's not because of the fat phobia you're seeing. It's because of X, Y, and Z, and that's why she's getting a lot of hate, while simultaneously getting misinformation about diabetes in my comment section, which is more telling about the education system for a lot of folks. A lot of F this, she's a FB, she's this and that, and then this and that. In my flagged section of the comments, where I have to approve a comment, it's the fact that that's happening. It's like a simultaneous, it's like the whole community just came in and just wanted to fight. And it's just like, are you guys okay? Like, is everybody okay? Warframe has always been such a positive place for me. And it's the fact that like, I know that this heat has happened before, but it's the fact that they that this has like literally cost like people just to fight for no reason. And to be fucking triggered by the simple words, let her be, bro. And so everybody's like, nah, we're not gonna let her be. Fuck this shit. She's obese. She's this. She's that. She's this. She's a horrible frame because she's big. Like, it's ridiculous, and it's pathetic, and it's also incredibly, like, again, I understand you guys may not like the design of the helmet, but it's so dismissive. It is so dismissive to go into a comment section and be like, actually, like, who are you? Actually, here, this is exactly what I said. Also, the fact that there were so many other players that were upset that I said, I hope Reb makes her so powerful. Like, that triggering so many players, as if the last couple new frames haven't been already fucking OP anyway. Which I can have a confident conversation with you guys. I can have I can have like a comfortable conversation and sit down and talk about how the Warframe shouldn't be that powerful. Like, Noko shouldn't have been that powerful. But then I also, like, as a Cyberpunk player, sometimes I think that's a sign that the game will likely update the difficulty settings in the game, but maybe that's from personal experience with other games, and that's why I think it might be happening, and we're just haven't been told yet. Maybe that's just a conspiracy theory I'm tossing out. I don't fucking know. There's that aspect of it, because I have seen it in other video games where people have like updated it. The people you play, you can update the difficulty, you can update how hard they can go into a game, but then that doesn't necessarily doesn't mean that the game itself is not eventually going to upgrade the difficulty of the game itself, which if they do, that is so desperately needed, I think. But whatever. I missed a couple. Pretty good. Your legendary 5. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Chris for hitting legendary 5. That's pretty awesome. Pretty good. Just a bunch of medical. Oh, that's right. Theater stuff recently. Are you doing good? Did you get your full diagnosis? Like, how's that doing? I hope you're okay. Welcome to Gaming Boy. Hello. What's your favorite Dorito? I feel like you're a Cool Ranch type of person. Actually, I'm not. If I have to have Doritos, I prefer getting them from a Mexican store, because the regular nacho cheese Doritos that are made in Mexico are actually slightly spicy, and I think it's the perfect kind of spice for a nacho Dorito. L5 is the max. L6 is for Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. Is that ever going to change? Can you join me? No, I'm so sorry, Mason. I'm only doing solo runs today. Haku doesn't have a gender. It is a mix of Warframes. Ah, that's right. I forgot about that. You guys did mention that lore. I would take offense to being... I think Cool Ranch is okay. No, it's funny though, because I think people want to like always like assume maybe what are things I like, but yeah, no, I like international stuff. I'm so picky about Doritos. Was made from broken parts of multiple Warframes. They're non-binary, they, them, as both plural and singular. That fucking makes total sense. Follie, not even a final product, by the way. Yeah, 1000% hot dog. And then that's also like, it also bugs me because I've definitely seen in other comment sections people just be up in rage about Follie. Mind you, she's not even out. She comes out in March, like, and that's not even like, that's probably not even a set date. They could probably push it another day or not. I don't know. You know what I'm thankful about though? The fact that the game is fucking free. It's a free game. It's a frame that is optional, by the way. The post went viral, but it went viral because everybody was having conflicting thoughts in the comment section about it. And it's not the first time I've like made a post where I've said something and it brought everybody to fight each other in the comment sections. I also received homophobic slurs in the flagged section because people needed to make sure that they knew that they hated me and call me everything. And to the person that called me an angry lesbian, for you specifically, I am pansexual. I do not discriminate on who I date. The same way I don't discriminate on what Warframe I decide to use. So excuse, you get it right. Guarantee Those same people are the ones whining when every frame isn't identical playstyle as press button room dies. That's crazy, dude. Sincerely, Cool Ranch hater. Not you being a Cool Ranch hater, preparing for audition right now. Wait, what are you gonna audition for? What are you gonna use as your audition? Taurus, because of the fact that they don't know why Rep is called Space Mom, is telling her how much the fan they are or how involved they think they are. Yes. They're also probably haven't seen a dev stream before on Warframe. And to be honest, it took me a really long time to get used to the dev streams and like remind myself to like join them. I still don't religiously join them, but every time I'm in them, I get reminded of the fucking badass women that lead DE basically, and how awesome it is to have them, because they are literally the reason why in many ways we get this fucking game for free and continue to have this game for free. Now, they might not necessarily all have been there the whole entire time, but it's the fact that they continue to show an example of like fucking badass women in the field, especially in gaming. Shout out to Rep, she's great. She probably will never cross any of my posts, I doubt it, but yeah, I also tried really hard not to fight with people in the comment sections, but there had been a couple times where I had to be like, hey, it's bold of you to assume that there's no comments happening, or like the occasional reminder of like, hey, you don't have to play the frame. That's the cool part about the game. Move on. Go touch grass. Or like oh no. Oh, there was a comment where a guy called me a liberal. And I was like, I didn't know saying the words large and in charge would get me to be stuck in a political, would get people to basically say that I'm being political. I'm not a liberal, I'm a leftist. There's a huge difference. A lot of you guys would not like how much of a leftist I am, but well, whatever. Reminds me of how players want to change the frame's gender because they don't want to play a woman. Yes, I forgot about that. Hanag, I have seen those conversations have happened in the community. The more I learn about Warframe, the more I see that being a thing. Which, by the way, I am live in 3 different platforms. We're just yapping, chatting, no stress, just chilling out. I'm venting. It's part of my timeline right now. So you guys kind of get caught up on what happened with the whole Follie post that I went, and it just ended up going viral. Big F, I did see your message about Warframe now being available on Android. I did finally download it, so I'm going to be testing Samsung Dex at some point this week. Not for the stream, but I will be testing Samsung Dex sometime in the near future. So see if I can play basically Warframe in my bed. Founders can't change because they have Excalibur Prime, Skana Prime. Oh man, founders are kind of spoiled. Y'all lucky to have been blessed to be there since the very beginning. I really wanted the founder package. It was too expensive and I didn't have the extra money at the time for Soulframe. I don't know if I can still get it, even though because technically I'm still considered part of the early folks playing it, but I don't know. Hot take, people angry over a game can go fuck off. Hit the text limit. So that's a no, Chris. Legit, pin that comment. Pin that comment. You're gonna be doing Descendants, the musical for Maleficent, and using Mother Knows is Best. Oh my god. How much time do you have to prepare for it? When is your audition? Me, because I can't fist fight these tourists. I mean, neither can I. I'm just trying my best to go in the comments and at least correct individuals that are being kind of dismissive about the original comment that I had made, because I still am having a hard. I'm letting it go, but I think that's why I wanted to talk about it on stream to you guys, because I feel like I was going crazy, because I was like, there's no way somebody heard me say the words, she's large and in charge, and let her be, and then be completely mad about it and or completely dismissive because they think they know best and X, Y, and Z, and this is why the frame doesn't work. First of all, not all of us are art critics. I do have a BFA though, and I can talk about concept, and that is my degree. And that is something I can talk about. And I have worked in gaming. And I can tell you the many, many reasons of why people choose things in concept. Also, she's not finalized yet. And she's not like done yet. And we haven't read all her full lore to understand why that is. Also, the game gives us alternative helmets. Like, there's so many things to this fucking situation. Also, she's not a real person, nor is she technically human. She is made from humans. She is still not necessarily human anymore in a sci-fi video game. So she's gonna look weird. Like, it's interesting. Big F with the 20. Oh shit. Somebody make sure that they roll off. I don't know. You have to roll off Eric. Big F. I'm still scrolling through the comments. It's on Saturday. Oh shit. Are you feeling somewhat ready about your audition on Saturday? Even Rep herself only got as thin as she is in the last few years because she and Meg started working out and cosplaying together. She was never exactly big or anything, but she made a notable difference. She seems happy for it. We're proud of her. I didn't even know that. That's pretty cool. Also, I really need to emphasize this. A lot of you guys have a horrible understanding about how people become big at any point in their life, and it's not always about eating unhealthy. Although we do live in a country, or at least I live in a country, that doesn't have easy access to healthy foods. But I guess that's a conversation for another day. But since a lot of you guys are not doctors or are married to a doctor or are dietitians or nutritionists or doctors, period. I do want to remind some of you guys that hormones can be a fucking thing that causes weight gain. Medication, life-saving medication, some of the side effects can also be weight gain. So I do feel like there's a lot of medical misinformation also in the back end of the flag segment. Again, a lot of them do not understand the difference between diabetes 1 and diabetes 2. But that's a bigger conversation towards how bad our our system is. But whatever. Founders Soul Frames will be for console. Founders Soul Frame will be for console. What do you mean by that? Because I have it on PC, and I technically had access to the founder package. FYI, Android Warframe login is swapped. Like it's Bonnie Blue and everyone's trying to get in. Wait, what do you mean by that? Wait, what do you mean by that? Does that mean that my login is not going to work? Oh no, because then I have to create an account, right? And then I would have to link it to my original Steam account, right? Is that what it is? Warframes are ninjas. Meanwhile, we have a wizard, a fairy, and a mathematicians in Warframes. Oh, don't get me started about that, because then people brought up Grendel, and then you're like, why are you comparing Grendel and Follie? Grendel is literally a sumo wrestler, aka an athlete. This is where one of the guys was like, it's because you have you're a liberal. You're a liberal take. The comment section there is a mess. Try not to be too, if you guys decide to go through it, try not to be too hard in it, because you will get flagged. I know that TikTok obviously does the filter comment section and then does the flag section, which is the approval process behind the scenes. But I am also pretty sure TikTok sometimes will just quite literally not allow a comment because of the creator safe settings that I have, and won't even allow me to see it if it's too bad. Large weight goes back to all throughout history, even the impoverished areas, and it's not really even about what someone eats. We have documentations of Buddha, the man, being large as fuck, but he believed in vegetarian lifestyle. Yeah. There's like multiple reasons why somebody could be large too. But I also feel like people struggle to understand that, because for a really long time, especially in Western world, we kind of like had a singular way of seeing um people being large, and often that is like literally fat phobia. So with the diet craze that happened in the 90s, especially 80s through 90s, like I think and the eating disorders that happened during the early 2000s, I think there's opportunity for all of us to kind of have a moment to learn, but we still choose to not understand that. Mind you, I do believe that a lot of the people's, and as Mess calls them, tourists, are probably red pill bros and other just disturbing individuals that refuse to grow and see past themselves and learn more. Um, I also think a lot of them are also just children. And I'm trying to find the patience within me to have these kind of conversations on stream and talk to you guys about it, because I think it's like I may have like X amount of follows. I know that not a lot of people still don't know me, and that my percentage of follows could feel like it's large, but it's not as big as, like, let's say somebody as big, as prominent, as engaging as like somebody with 1 million followers would have, right? But as long as I'm fucking here, I'm going to take the time to have these kind of tough conversations with you guys, because it reminds me that at the end of the day, if I'm gonna do this, I'm not doing it because I'm not doing it because I'm somebody's I don't want to be a role model. That's not why I'm doing it. But I also want to grow as a human myself and remind myself that I can't always just fucking argue with everybody at all time. And at some point I have to realize that it's just because people lack the curiosity to understand something beyond what they know. And as long as I move forward having these conversations, understanding that, and as I continue doing this and continue having those conversations with you guys, whether I share them on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube, or you see them on my replays, like, I think that's all that fucking matters. And I choose to move that way because it's not about just like me being able to have a tough conversation with you guys, but also me being able to grow as a human and want to continue having those tough conversations with you guys. And I think that's literally all it is. It's just like, and it's also just like a constant reminder for me that there's going to be people that just act that way because they just don't fucking know better. And they've always been taught to be a certain way. And I need to remind myself, I mean, there's a limit, but I need to remind myself that there's sometimes a need of patience so I can help build the community that could be at least a little bit better, maybe tomorrow or the next day or the next day or the next day. I think what I learned, though, that after all those negative comments happen in the Follie post, there are still really great comments in there of people telling me that they feel represented and they feel seen because they never thought that they would see their body type in a fucking video game. And I honestly think that's why it makes me so happy to see Follie. When Soulframe comes to console, Founders Pack will be offered then, maybe eventually cross-platform. Oh, okay, that makes sense. I did see it available for purchase. I'm pretty sure I have it on an email, but it does make sense that it's available then. Regardless of it, it was incredibly pricey and I couldn't afford it then, at least for Soulframe. If I go to it, I'm gonna get banned because I'll start cussing everyone out and their mama. I'm gonna end up showing at their job, like the girl saying, "See how easy it was to find you." You know how tempting it is to do that. But I wouldn't. I don't. I think honestly, I have mad respect for the girl that did that, and I'm so glad she posted it because I think it's a lesson a lot of people need to learn about how easy it is to find people. But I also understand that it's kind of like, I think they just want attention and they lack it. And I don't know where that comes from, but it ain't gonna be me. I will say there has been a couple comments that I did reply back to that they haven't replied to. They're not even in the filter comment section and or the approval comment section that I have to go through. That I don't even know if I'm gonna continue going through because I just want my mental health because I have the time and ability to do so. I grew up in an era of the internet where people could find where you live and would fist fight you. But actually, though, I was talking with someone recently about the Slim Fast craze and how their marketing was huge scam. They called the Slim Fast without explaining in their ads, and they meant that it meant as a nutrition supplement white fasting, but instead people thought it was some miracle drink to have with meals to make you slim fast. Yeah, so that's actually currently happening again. And it's because of TikTok Shop. I almost so you guys know how my degree is a BFA, like I could talk about concepts, but then I have like my focus in like graphic design, and with that comes marketing and my 10 plus years of just like working in communications. I almost want to do a case study on TikTok Shop, and it being probably something that's going to trigger another slim fast marketing scheme bullshit again, like the slim craze from the 90s and bullshit from the early 2000s, and it's currently happening right now because I'm getting posts for like these miracle supplements that will help you lose weight because people are just marketing it that way so they can sell it. But it's quite literally similar bullshit as infomercials. And then, of course, like Mess just said, Ozempic, and it becoming more accessible for people. Mind you, and I need to say this, if you guys are going to try Ozempic, I need you to understand it was meant for folks that have diabetes. It was meant to be used for individuals that had medical conditions. Using Ozempic can cause really bad side effects, and taking yourself away from that is also going to cause side effects. So if you choose to do it, just be prepared. Also, stop taking drinks and things, expecting things to change without you having to commit to also having that healthy lifestyle. That means you have to go on walks. That means you have to change your diet. That means you have to probably see what things are causing your body to react a certain way. Inflammation, lymphatic stuff. Like, it's a multitude of things. I've seen so many people that have gone to Ozempic and cannot for the life of me walk like X amount. It's just because they think it's just like it's just misinformation in regards to medical stuff, and like it's so frustrating. Keto just as bad. My keto doctor yells at me for too many carbs. My other doctor says ignore him. At this point, honestly, Hondoc, I've thought about this. I've thought about hiring a nutritionist before if it's available under my insurance stuff. But I also honestly kind of just want to go out of the country and go somewhere like one of those countries that lets you pay like $500 for every possible scan you can possibly have, so I can actually have a full understanding of what I need and ask them specifically what kind of diets will probably help me, because everyone's human fucking body is so different from each other. But we don't get that here, at least if you're living in America like I am. You don't get that here unless you're paying like 20 grand, maybe more. But it's like so affordable in other countries because of our fucking medical system being so difficult to access. Happy now, stay positive, punch hate in the face. Yeah, Chris, punch hate in the face. Thank you. Have a beautiful night. Dr. Atkins died of a heart attack. What the hell? Keto was huge in the early 2020s. I do know that some people do have to follow a keto diet for health reasons because of whatever X, Y, and Z. Thank you for the stretch, Big F. I appreciate that. Also, shout out to Sean for reaching the 5 stream check. What the hell? That's pretty sick. Also, people don't understand that medical care, specifically in the US, it's designed with one ethnic group in mind. 1000% mess. 1000%. I guess I can open up about this. You guys want to learn? I had a panic attack the other day because I had a bit of a medical scare. But I have really bad phobia of medical stuff. Even though I need to do them and I do them, I need to actually schedule an appointment for my eye doctor because I'm pretty sure. Well, my mom has glaucoma and it's genetic, and my grandma had stuff. So I need to go regularly get checked for my eyes. And now that I finally have insurance again, like I need to go do all that stuff. But I have a really bad phobia of doctors though, because I got misdiagnosed with cancer once. And it took my mom getting a second opinion from another doctor for me to like finally, like, I went through the scan, like it was breast cancer diagnosis basically, and I went through the scanning, like everything, and like I just like kind of panicked. And mind you, I learned that when I was what, 17, 18. So the idea of a doctor basically telling you you have cancer, like in the heart sinking feeling that it causes, and then having to wait for the second opinion to kind of like get clarity of that, and then other people be able to kind of like help you and say, hey, that's not at all what it is, and like here are other things that like are happening and it's not going to be bad, and how that stings and the effect that it causes in a lifetime. But the fact that it's not like, it hasn't, even in my adulthood, it hasn't gone away, and it's still something that I deal with, because even now, like just seeing something in my body like freaks me out because I'm aging, and having to go to the doctor is going to become more of a regular thing as we age. Of course, it's always a regular thing, but as we age, like it's becoming more of a natural thing. And knowing that I know I'm not the only BIPOC POC individual that has likely gone through a similar experience that's caused like distress and trauma in the doctor's office, like that is like a thing. I'm only afraid of the medical bill. That's also valid. Bro, I hate it here. Suddenly remembering the hour-long infomercial about dry granola bar called Full Bar that supposedly makes you full, but a whole ad is them like, you eat this, drink 2 full glasses of water. Like, ho, is the water making you full, not the bar? Yeah, at that point, just drink a gallon of water, because then you might as well fast. That's so valid though, hound dog. I keep thinking about the bill. Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. That's why people do. I mean, again, that's the thing I want to do, where it's like I kind of am considering going internationally and doing like one of those like $500 full body scans, or $1,000 full body scans. They would typically cost you like $20,000 or more in the US. Same, I guess, gastrointestinal problems were misdiagnosed for the longest until I got an opinion from an indigenous Latino doctor. Turns out it was just lactose intolerant, and I couldn't eat red meats because of acid reflux problems. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you have any idea how many people I know that have actually gone through treatment of X, Y, and Z and have gotten misdiagnosed because of it, and that like misdiagnosis and the treatment they went because of that misdiagnosis? I'm so thankful I never went through treatment because of that one doctor misdiagnosing me for cancer, for breast cancer. The amount of people I know that have gone and gotten misdiagnosed and gone through some form of treatment, and that has caused problems to them, even bigger medical problems, and it turns out it was never because of this, it was because of something else. First of all, lawsuits everywhere. But yeah, the fact that that's such a common thing here too, crazy. Big F with the 14. I don't think Eric is in here, so does anybody want to roll for Eric and Big F? Because Big F did get a 20. Is it sexist of me that I picked doctors on the cute side, so it's ever bad news? Isn't the bad coming from them? Not saying they're not qualified. You want it? I don't know. Because I have a preference in doctors. Like, I would rather be a woman. Because, of course, the guy that misdiagnosed me, by the way, is a fucking white Cuban doctor. That's all I'll say. No disrespect to Cubans, but it so happened to have been a white Cuban in Miami. A white Cuban man in Miami. They gave me the misdiagnosis. Of course. It doesn't help. Hopefully he didn't. That's Eric's roll. He got a 6. Big F, roll again and beat the 6 so I can pin your 20. Hopefully, you know, he didn't do that other thing that the other white Cubans did or the Cubans did where they were like, yo, boy, I will tire poor Donald Trump. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Whatever that bullshit was. Wow. Oh. Oh, yeah. All right. Where's that 20? Let me see. Let me see. I know you got it. I know you got it. I know it's somewhere. Hell yeah. We're going to pin that comment now. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's transition to the game, shall we? I know that I've been yapping for so long. Shout out to y'all for spending some time with me in my yapping sessions. If you guys want to come hang out in the purple app or in the red app, you totally can. We are playing Spooky Night. Thank you guys for exclamation yap. Reminder, the Gaming Boy, you have to be a subscriber on the purple app. Sorry, you have to be a subscriber on TikTok to be able to access that. We are in an hour of streaming. I'm gonna go ahead and stream for a little longer on TikTok before I close it out because we were talking the whole time. And I was just kind of venting to you guys. So let's do some gameplay for TikTok as well. But yeah, thank you guys so much for listening. Yep, same. But for poor people. Okay. Mine were always and never got diagnosed right. Same with therapy. Told my therapist I had money concerns and she said I should borrow money from a family member. What? Like, Cole, I'm a brown disenfranchised person. We don't do that. Wait, what? What a privilege is to borrow from family. I can't do that. I'd have to pick up a loan. I have to go self feed pick somewhere or something. I can't do that. Question in your settings: are we going to have to do the ID? Oh, actually, thank you for reminding me, Hound Dog. I don't think you should. I don't think any of you guys have. I haven't even been asked in other of my stuff, but I was doing research on alternatives for Discord if it does end up happening at one point because it is a red flag, and I'm already like looking at better options. I am seeing alternatives that allow you to transition. I guess the question is like, what are other platforms that you guys are using? It's for adult content settings. It shouldn't force you to do the ID shit. I wouldn't even want any of you guys, whether you are 21, 30 or something, to even be putting an ID anywhere, especially when a government is forcing every single one of these platforms to submit whoever has been saying X, Y, and Z because their egos got hurt. Like it's just weird. I mean, it's not about being above age. Nachos is about respecting the user and not forcing them to have to upload like literal documentation of themselves. That's weird. So it's more like, do you guys feel like, which by the way, there has been already a transition and people like other app servers are shutting down because the transition has been big. But if you guys want to and feel safe about wanting to have this community somewhere else, like TeamSpeak, is that the other app called? I am happy to start that transition if that's what you guys want to. If that feels safest for you. You shouldn't have to submit your ID on my Discord community. Regardless of it, I do not like that Discord has done that. And if you guys want to boycott Discord and have a secondary community somewhere else, I am happy to create that because I also feel weird about the fact that Discord's doing that. TeamSpeak. Thank you, Mess. That was what I was looking at. Their servers are currently down because everybody's transferring that. I know that Overwatch players have been using it for a minute. But yeah. I heard that was delayed again. I wonder why. How many people did they lose to TeamSpeak over the weekend? There you go. What did OG Loose Lips? We were talking about Discord, and the whole like submit ID BS thing that they're doing, but then how like that's such a weird thing to even request stuff, um, from accounts. It's just awkward. It's like I just feel like it's just disturbing. You shouldn't be submitting your personal paperwork like that. Um, this is how Discord loses the battle to TeamSpeak. I never thought I'd see TeamSpeak rise from the ashes. It's an infringement of a meh ra. No, I get it. Oh man, we are close to the top of the hour. I'll go ahead and start this. And then it's supposed to push ads. The ads have been acting weird these last couple streams. I'm probably gonna triple check the settings to see if it's something else in the back end that's causing that. I know you guys, some of you guys have ad block. But if you guys don't and you guys are legitimately watching my ads, shout out to you guys. That's one way I get paid. But yeah, thank you. Let's see. Let me go ahead and blast the audio from Phasmo a little bit for a sec. For a second. Just for a second. Just for a second. Get your bag. Thank you. I don't know if I changed my settings correctly. Thank you for the hydrate, Mess. Oh, you know what might actually cause that? There is one chat on my Discord that's 18 plus, and it's the Leganja Extranja chat. But you know what? I might take it off anyway. Leganja Estranja. I mean, it's back in the day when no one cared who you were, basically, and the only information and the screen name. Yeah, literally. Heard about it. The claim is they won't be saved, but I don't believe that shit. And then in my Discord before the announcement was made. Yeah, I don't believe it either. Well, there's also that like connection we have, right? Because the government right now is also asking for all of these platforms to submit information of all the users that has been talking badly about frozen water, right? Fuck guys. They're asking for that, right? I don't know how to tell them that it's not just any random user. At this point, it's literally everybody, including their what used to be their fan base, because they're starting to get pissed by it. And yeah, so the request of information of particular users from like Red App to Purple App to Clock App to Discord and all these platforms, it's concerning, and they're definitely going to keep that information. So I understand people wanting to get away. And I have been looking at TeamSpeak. I'm almost positive TeamSpeak will be the one that I end up using. But yeah. Hasn't Discord been hacked? Yes, they did take information from other users already. Mind you, there is technically paying information from some folks in there because people use Discord for Teams communication, if you think about it, because Discord is like another forms of Teams communication, and it's more affordable than Slack. So I wouldn't be surprised if people legitimately use Discord as like a work source, because I have in the past. So, and it's used for organizing as well. So fucking absolutely a red flag that a hack has happened before. First adult sites, now Discord. Ugh. Crazy. Ad starts in about a minute or so. I'm gonna go ahead and set up for this run, and then we'll wait for the ads. Hopefully they work this time. I might have to do some tweaking in the back end. If they don't, I don't know what's happening. Boy, they are really close to having their 4chain incel red pill goon bros turning on them. Nick Fuentes isn't going to be happy about that. Yeah, I was also thinking about that. I don't think they realize that the more that they do, the more that their own fandom is starting to get really. I also think, and I don't know about you guys, but the Pam Bondi thing kind of like really also pushed a ton of other people to a bit of the edge. I know that they don't give a damn about what I think, right? Because I'm a leftist, I'm this, I'm that. What I do know is that they care when people like Nick Fuentes and all these other creators that are right wing and right leaning are basically saying, this is a disgrace. What the fuck are you doing? And that's how I know something's happening. That's how I know the tides are shifting. That's how I know the energy is changing. Something's in the water. Something's in the air. The stars have aligned. Like something is literally happening. And the more that they do, the more it's becoming like noticeably they're starting to get more upset. They're starting to hate it and stuff like that. So, yeah. It's bad enough that the app chugs my PC so hard just for being a call because I was it happened because it wants to have an active shop tab, animated everything for profiles, and it has clipping enable by default for some people. Oh, that's why. Yeah, no, it should be illegal how much it takes a computer actually. Which, speaking of which, ads are starting soon. Hopefully they work this time. I don't know. Regardless of it, it's usually like a 3 minute ad, top of the hour to clear the next hour. Big shout out to those that get to see it, get if it's working for you. If you are going to watch it, thank you so much. I'm also gonna spend that time just yapping and saying goodbye to the clock app. And we'll be live on the purple and the red app, aka YouTube and Twitch, for the additional hour. Yeah, I do think that they have a bad optimization for the platform. Discord can be better. Has anybody tested calls with Discord and TeamSpeak contrast and how much it takes? Oh, and then fucking Microsoft. Jesus Christ. Microsoft had another update recently where it just like it's really tanky graphic card stuff. I don't think the ads are working again. I don't know what the hell. Oh, never mind. They're working. I can see them now. Okay, ads are here. Ads are happening. Big shout out to you guys for watching the ads. I do want to say a good shout out to the Clock app. Goodbye, Clock app. It's been an hour. It's been nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. We will be transitioning over to the Red app and the Purple app. So come and visit us if you want to over there. Link is in my bio. alxg.co or co in both places. Bye bye. Bye, TikTok. Bye, TikTok. Goodbye. Goodbye, TikTok. Arrivederci. Hasta luego. Hasta luego. Goodbye, TikTok. Goodbye. Hasta luego. I just realized Discord's open. And that's likely tanking my computer. And that is fine. I guess. Oh, I'm back on live. Okay. That was weird. There's about a minute left of the ads. I'll read the comments in a second. Just want to make sure I have these. Oh, I don't need that. Here. I guess I can do that. At least I can do that. At least. About a minute left of ads or so if some of them are still working. I don't know. Maybe it might be a minute. Maybe it might be two. I don't know. We'll see. That I usually do this and I do that and then I turn this on and then I get the key and I remember where. Oh, of course it's in the fucking basement. God, Jesus Christ. It's foggy outside. Oh, a crucifix. I need 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 a crucifix. Let me know when you guys are back from ads. If you guys are back. Okay. No, let me turn on the base temperature is 14. I think we're back. By the way, Alex, coolest thing happened to me the other day. I may or may not have been near and around a protest recently, and a group was singing "We All Live Together." It was glorious. Did you record it? Well, I guess you shouldn't have, actually. Don't record that, but that's actually pretty cool. Not the Warframe. Of course, the Warframe community would randomly show up to a protest. They get it. The girls that get it, get it. Take that picture. Yeah, okay, we found the bone. Take the bone back. Okay, so the temperature here is 15. There's hiding spots right there. Not a voodoo doll. Can't believe this is gonna be changing soon. Oh! Hey, monkey paw. Let's go. And we all live together. Together. This is clear. Downstairs clear. Basement's clear. Shout out to the lurkers. You're back from ads? Let's go. I hear a sink on the side. I was reading what... Oh, wait. Did you turn this light on? Oh, you little bitch. I was saying how it doesn't surprise me the mess found a group of individuals that were singing "We All Live Together" at a may or may not have been a protest. That's pretty sick. I think that's cool. Okay, so they're definitely lurking somewhere here. Let me go ahead and put this down. I'm gonna go ahead and also drop this camera and head out. Just want to check that hiding spot. That's one hiding spot. There's a lot of hiding spots. I think that's a hiding spot. It is. Can I use the monkey pot? Yes, I can. Do I want to use the monkey pot? No, I do not. Because what it does is basically it encloses your vision. So it becomes kind of like, you know, those vignette 5-minute of ads and want my info. Hell no. Y'all got 5 minutes of... Something did happen with this fucking ad system again. They changed something on Twitch. I need to run it. I need to see. It's supposed to be running only 3 minutes of ads for top of the hour. So you guys can have... And then I have my test tablet so I can see how long the ads are with my lurker account. And it only played one ad on the lurker. So, like, I'm incredibly confused of what the fuck is happening with the ads. It might just need a reset on my end, and I need to go check that out. But it is slightly very frustrating, in my opinion, to have to constantly deal with it. Because it's like, can Twitch just pick a struggle, Twitch? What do you want? Huh? Less viewership on Twitch? Or what? Oh, I closed the... Did you close the door? You closed the door. Oh. Oh, cool. EMF 5. Perfect. Temperature's 3. This way. Okay, you like the light on, don't ya? Don't you wish your girlfriend is hot like me? Don't you wish your ghostie was a freak like me? Don't ya? So it must be Eric hacking the system again with Streamlabs. I'm dead. Now you guys are already just blaming Eric. Oh, wait. Repel a ghost with incense. Cleanse the area near the ghost using incense. Detect the ghost presence with motion sensor. Got it. Got it. Got it. Motion sensor it is. I know you're in there. Don't lie to me. But I do need to figure out where you are exactly. And therefore, I shall put a motion sensor. I didn't switch to the tier 3 again. Cleanse the area. Gonna drop a bookie over there. Yo boy avatar for Donald Trump. Did you guys see the interview of Obama basically telling us the aliens are real? As if we already didn't know. You tossed something over there. Oh, freezing temps. EMF and freezing temps. EMF. You never left for us, so something is definitely wrong. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, because the test tablet that I did to watch my stream from and what it looks like for you guys, it basically only showed me one ad. It's weird. Freezing temps. It's... Ooh. Hold on. Whoever got the 5-minute ads is definitely my share. Probably. It tossed something. Oh yeah, pendejo. Oh, motion sensor. Hence, I would just have to repel it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ghost writing. Ghost writing. We got ghost writing. So it's ghost writing. It's a shade. No wonder you're taking for fucking ever. I am not repelling your bitch ass. If you guys have ever seen a shade hunt, she is fast. She is furious. She waits until your sanity is super low and then runs like a motherfucker. I do need to capture evidence though, so let's try to get all the evidence at least so I can get all those points. How many photos do I need? Shade, would shade step on solid? Probably. Let me just capture this just in case. Just in case. I've seen UFOs, but I think we're gonna have to make actual... Oh. Give me... Can... Yeah! Disturb salt, bitch! Disturb salt! And motion sensor. Okay, evidence. Get your money, baby. All 5. Unique. All unique. The star saw motion sensor through journey and ghost writing. I'm trying to figure out what other sort. Oh, candlelight. That's right. Candlelight. Bye, hound dog. I hope you have a beautiful day. Have a good day at work, dude. I've seen UFOs, but I think we're gonna make actual contact with something that'll avoid us, and most will get to see some sort of fucking space deer or some shit. I think we have a bigger opportunity of meeting Bigfoot first before we actually see an alien, because I can't imagine an alien not being a superior form of being that's intelligent enough to know that we're fucking ridiculous as humans. That we're all a mess. We're all stupid. Candlelight. Where's my sanity at? 55. Just need one more video and then I can focus on sound and the last check mark, see if I can do it. Might take me the full hour that's left. Do it. Just in case. Turn off the little light. Turn off the little light. Tu madre. Do it. Dale. Thank you for the posture check and the stretch. I didn't even realize that. I only saw the hydrate. Go ahead and take advantage of that real quick. Thank you, miss. Okay, but can you guys... Turn it off. Turn it off. Pierre, shade, you're probably not gonna do anything about it. Extinguish the fire. Extinguish the fire. Extinguish the fire. Abracadabra! No? No? Okay, well. Chinga su madre! No? Not even? Okay. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. Do it, bitch. Do it. Doing now, lick it good. My neck, my back, my and my crack. Do it! If I leave the camera here and I leave, would you do it? I swear to God, if you do it while I'm trying to walk to this place. Please don't. Swear to God. Extinguish the fire, bitch. Extinguish the fire, bitch. I wish there was a zoom in. Oh, there is a zoom in. Is that locked up? Oh, God, I wish there was a zoom in option in the next update. Record it. Extinguish the fire. Oh. Hijo de la chingada madre. Hey, we did it! Okay. Good kid. Good kid. Good kid. Good kid. Okay, unique. Unique. Okay, 5 of these, 5 of these, 3 of these. I don't know when it's gonna start hunting, and I'm actually getting kind of scared about that. Our solar system literally sits in a semi-void of space. Where basically that house on the street that's the furthest from all of the rest. Which is crazy to think that, like, there are people... It's like... There are still people... Well, I mean, the same way that there are people that believe that the earth is flat... There's people that believe that there's likely no other human beings and that we're the only ones. And it's like... Not only... Sorry. Living being. That we're the only living beings. I don't know. Space is so big. And eventually it's all just gonna pop. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Would it just be in the ghost room? Could it be here? Can I get audio from here? It's weird because it's a shade though. Can I actually get audio all the way from here? Do you guys ever just crave rice? I'm just craving rice. Like nothing else. Just rice. You think you're funny? You think you're funny? Oh yeah. Do you pay for the water bill? The light bill? No, you don't. You don't pay for that. Oh, I missed it. What would you guys tell an alien if you had the opportunity to talk to them? Would you dab him up? Is that what you do? You would you dab him up? Oh. Oh. Oh, it was too late. Fucking. Chovoy avatar for Donald. JK. No, I won. I can't believe that song exists. That's crazy. Oh, hell no, Ron. I just saw that. I think there's a delay in the streams, but it's okay. Can you imagine we could open this? Let me open this. Do you want to talk to me? Do you want to tell me I'm pretty? You want me to capture your little voice in this recording so people know that we are... What the fuck? I was not prepared for that. The Kusi didn't even work. Oh, we got all those. Okay. Hold on. Let me just... Ghost said you're pretty. I heard them say it. That's crazy. Like, aliens definitely exist. It's just they basically solar system out in the country is remote area, and it makes unlikely we will be visited. Oh, you think that like so Earth is ghetto. We are like the Badlands in Night City. Got it, got it. Why the fuck would an alien fucking talk to us? Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I probably asked for help fixing society, but likely thing is that they'll never want to contact us, looking at us like primitive ant farm because we have no resources that would benefit them, and any conflict that would be such a logistic issue for no reward or we're them in curious observation opportunity. If they have the means to come all the way to Earth, every resource on Earth must look like dirt. Oh. Do you guys believe on the conspiracy theory that past generations of humanity were probably really fucking advanced and something happened that took that away from us? Like Egyptian being one example of that, and then also Machu Picchu basically being another example of that. Mind you, I'm Peruvian. You would think that I would like hardcore. Like, I've been asked a million times if I believe aliens built Machu Picchu, and I'm like, I don't think so. But also, I can, like, I feel like in the past, humans, they probably really weren't as strong as like you imagine them to be, and we just are not as capable because we don't do things that moves our body in ways that they were used to doing. There are no elements in the soil to suggest anything advanced. LOL. That's valid. Okay, I'm just missing 2 for a perfect run. I still think it's a shade. She didn't run fast. Bitch, what the fuck? Did you move? Paranormal laughing, paranormal talking. Okay, I just need 1 more then. It's a yokai in the closet. Oh my god. I don't know, guys. I just want an alien to dap me up one time. Just one good time. And then I would ask them to take me with them. As long as I can have my dogs, my birds, and my human, and hey Bridget, everything will be alright. I mean, there have been multiple mass extinctions of humanity have been through one. We just don't think about them in the sense of asteroids killing dinosaurs kind of mass extinction. That's very true, very valid. And what are we gonna understand technology from back in the day if we only have it being as extinct as it is? Like, is the world really gonna understand? I feel like, just in case, hold on, like, our future versions of us kind of really understand how we were like. We were probably just making assumptions of what we think technology was like back in the day. But is the future going to truly understand technology today? Is this still technically the room, or did it moved? It might have moved, actually. Was that considered unique? Can you stop talking to me and give me a solid scream, dog? I need you to scream. Papi, ¿qué tú quieres? Aquí llegó tu tiburón. No quiero perrear. Y perrear y perrear y perrear y perrear y perrear. I keep getting POVs of people dressed up as sharks at the Bad Bunny concerts. I understand why he didn't have any concerts in the US. It just makes me sad. I hope that everybody in the US locks in though, and we all like collectively decide to dress up as plants and just show up to the concert once he finally has one in the US again. Just hear me out. We all dress up as plants. Not gonna lie, but if aliens ever come, depending on how they look like, my first thought is gonna be, how do they... That makes me think of Scary Movie 3. Did Trevor watch that movie? And it's like aliens basically pee from their finger kind of scene. Stop giving me laughing. Give me one more thing that's not that. Beach. Give me one more thing that's not that. People saying shit like copper tools can't cut stone, but it can with enough time. Trying for 10 minutes with no sand, and the grove won't get the same results in places like Egypt used to. Slavery. It ain't 9 to 5. It was literally work around the clock with slaves. Yes. Which is probably the same shit that happened in other societies and nations. I don't probably need that right now, but I'm trying really hard to see if I can get my last unique evidence. I really think it's a shade. It did take a really long ass time for it to haunt me, but it wasn't too fast. Maybe they changed that. I don't know. Hoy se bebe, hoy se fuma. Si Dios lo permite. Si Dios lo permite. ¡Ey, yay! What you tossing? Have you seen the Navi edits from Pandora game? Has me looking like a human Navi fanfic. No, I have not. Can you share it to us? Bro, I just want one unique evidence, bro. Don't make me stay in this house another hour, dog. Give me one. Dámelo. Are you in the basement? Did you move locations? Come here. Ven pa' acá. Mi vida, mi amor. ¿Dónde tú estás? ¿Cómo te va esto en tu casa? Oye, ¿estás acá? ¿Dónde andas, bro? ¿Dónde andas? ¿Qué haces? No te me escondas, bro. No te me escondas. No tengo ganas de jugar hide and seek, bro. Ya. ¿Vas a venir? ¿Vas a entrar? ¿Vas a hablar en mi fucking little cam recorder? ¿Me vas a decir exactamente dónde andas, mierda? Puedes hacer un scream, breathing, laughing, coughing, anything, pero no laughing and no, don't pair normal talk and don't pair normal. Hijo de la chingada madre, ¿qué te dije? ¿Sabes qué? Ya estoy cansada. Ya, me cansé. Estoy cansada. Ando caminando acá todas las veces. ¿Qué te dije? Que no me hagas paranormal laughing y vas. Y lo haces de nuevo. It's not gonna be a perfect game, but at least it gets me tank. It's fine. I think I circled it. The anatomy of aliens would be the most jarring thing for people. Most animals on Earth have similar amount of limbs and appendages because they come from a common ancestors. Aliens likely are gonna look very fucking different than anything on Earth. There's that theory that aliens are basically just evolved versions of humans. Or like the aliens that we typically draw, which are the big grays. They're evolved versions of humans caused after nuclear war. And I can also see that. I can see that being a thing. No, I cannot because Streamlabs gave me a strike and it's going to be a ban for me. No, it won't. I wouldn't ban you. I could create a banned command on here if you need it, but just so you guys can laugh and jokesies about it. But no, it's okay. You won't get banned. I don't think so. I'm not better than a man because my second thought would be, can they fool me? Oh my god, mess. It truly is real that the Warframe community is a Nasty little community. Okay, so I didn't get perfect because I didn't get all full. We're gonna do a fast run next for the last one. Thank you guys for talking to me today. It was nice to talk about that fucking post. I was like, Jesus, I'm losing my mind. I can't believe everybody's just fighting each other in the comment section. Also, I'm pretty fucking sure I changed this so many fucking times and you still manage to change it back to the other one. Why do you do this? Is it because my quick loadouts is still 2? Sound sensor. Motion sensor. Why is that happening? There. Hopefully that makes it. That sounds too much like the creations of who believe humanity and the pinnacle of all life tries to become. Or at least that's how I think evolution's supposed to explain. That makes sense, actually. Have you gotten the hidden badge in the diner? Yes. You're talking about the arcade one? That's the one I have. Oh god, thank god, it's in the garage. Okay. Doesn't mean that the ghost is in there, but it does mean that at least to turn on the power, I just have to go to the garage. So base settings are at 9 Celsius. Got it. Again, chat, I only use Celsius because it's easier to figure out freezing temperatures. Yes, Americans are more difficult. I do believe Celsius is probably the easier way of figuring out temps. We a mess. Eat. Also, every time people play with Fahrenheit on this game and it's a co-op version, people fight each other. Because it's like, that's not freezing temperatures. That's not freezing temperatures. Pendejos. All you do is fight. Oh, wait a minute. It's the hallway? It is the hallway. Hold on, let me go to the here real quick. See if I can find a cursed object. Not a single cursed object there. It's here. Let me check the hallway settings real quick. If it gets colder here. It does get colder in here. Not a single tarot card. Pretty sure it's in here. Oh! Yeah, it's right at that hallway. Okay. There's not a cursed object there, so I don't have to. Oh, I haven't found the bone. Fuck. I forgot about that. Let's see. That might have been an event. I'm trying to figure out what the bone is, though. Let me figure out what the bone is. Yep, and one more game, any from the diner challenges. It's been torture. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by torture? Celsius is backwards for day. Alive. I want to know how cold it is. I want to know in relation to how it feels to me. How water feels about temperature. That's valid. I don't know where the fuck the bone went. Where is the bone? Alright, I guess it's not gonna be a perfect run. Whatever. What's the temperature at? Bones is in the fridge. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yeah, it's right here. I haven't watched any of Bone streams in a minute. I need to stop and visit people's streams. Ugh, I'm not ready for custom difficulty. I'm trying to get perfect as much as possible on expert, so I can comfortably go back into. Oh, we got ghost orbs. Yeah, I just saw ghost orbs. Oh wait, yeah, ghost orbs. Okay, we got ghost orbs. That could be false evidence, but we'll see. Sean with the 2. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why are you playing with me? Oh, she's Bitch! The fuck? The fuck? The fuck? Add a 0. No, that's not how it works. The fuck? I'm stressing. Okay, we got ghost orbs. Are you gonna want to talk to me? Whoa, you tanked my energy down. 0 is silent. Okay, we're not gonna go for a park record. I just want to get the ghost. Damn it, I took the camera with me. Why did I bring salt? Hey, ¿estás aquí? I'm really excited for the horror update for Phasmo, but I'm also terrified about it. Like, to what extent am I going to be able to handle this? You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be like UV, ghost writing, ghost orbs. What is that? Oh, it's nothing. Got it. Oh, you know what? If it's that, then it could be a mimic, actually. It's very active when I'm in there. Let me get another sensor. Incense and... I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to. Just another cruisy just in case. What in the $1 bob is this BS? Bitch! Did you move spots? You probably did, didn't you? No, you're not giving me UV. Hold on. No, it's still here. Interesting. Oh. Not a single EMF. Not a single UV. Ooh, ghost orbs, ghost orbs. No. Oh, we got UV, we got UV. We got UV, we got UV. Why not? Okay, so we got ghost orbs and UV. Do you want to talk to me? Do you want to say hi to me? Do you want to tell me, Cucumber got a 20? Cucumber, you gotta roll off with Big F. Let's go! I've never seen Cucumber and Big F roll off together. That's gonna be fun. Watch me fumble. You got a 6. Yee. Are you manifesting that shit, dog? Oh my god. Dude, bro. Can you please fucking do something other than that? Can you speak to me? Tell me that I'm pretty. Do you wanna talk to me? Do you wanna ride on my back? EMF? EMF 5? Is it gonna be freezing time, but it's just gonna be late? No. Do you wanna talk to me? Do you wanna tell me I'm pretty? Do you wanna tell me your feelings? Hey, friend. No, Luca, today I am doing solo runs. Thank you for asking, though. You know, bot hates non-mods. That is not it. That's funny. Because then Eric wouldn't get any D20s. I think Eric and Flutie have the most D20 rolls on my chat. Can you please? Part of me thinks it's a shade because now it's not haunting. But we got a red light event randomly. I rest my case. We got a red light randomly. Now I feel like it's not. I think that orb is a false evidence. I think it's acting sus. It won't talk to me to spirit box. I don't remember saying that, Luca. And even then, I'm not feeling great to be in multiplayer, so I ask my community to respect when I say solo runs. To just say solo runs. It's been a rough week, so I do appreciate you guys understanding solo runs means solo runs today. I don't think that means the bot is just in preference of the mods. Can you please do something other than? Also, if you guys are in the Discord community, I did say in my message eventually that in announcements that I don't want to open up lobbies for FAST anytime soon. You guys can go back to server announcements if you need it to refresh that information. I am trying to fall in love with the game again and doing lobbies. Doesn't often make me do that or make me appreciate that. What the fuck is happening here? I'm very confused. No items, final destination. Could you imagine? Is it giving me freezing now? What the fuck? Okay. I'm gonna wanna take a guess. They don't get sweaty in this game. They just shit their pants. That's what happens. Still no EMF 5. Not even with that? And you won't touch my book? Okay. I want to take a guess. I think it's a shade. I want to see if I'm right. It's acting... No, sorry, not a shade. A mimic. Where's the mimic? I think it's acting weird. Let me see. The patterns don't make sense. It feels like it wants to be something and then it doesn't. But maybe I'm tripping and it could be one of the newer ones. Obake. How the fuck was I supposed to know that, huh? At least I didn't die, so I guess that matters. Alright, let's transition off this. Listen to some music. Transitioning off. Oh my goodness, what a good day to go have some soup. I want soup. I want some soup. I want some soup. I want some pho. Pho! I know some of you guys have seen me recently go live here and there on people's streams. Big shout out to you guys if you've just been stopping by. I've been reconnecting with on TikTok live with some of my old alive me folks. So we've just been yapping on TikTok a lot. You do not have to feel like you need to stop by, but if you do, I do appreciate that, and thank you so much for like that kind of support as well. What am I missing? I do want to say a huge thank you to everybody for just being super supportive and listening to me today. I'm grateful I got to vent about that. I thought about making a post about it, but I also am just kind of like, do I want to dwell on it, or do I want to just move on? And so I think that's kind of like the energy I've been on, where it's like, do I want to just talk about it or not? I'm sure it'd be a really interesting post. I think it is important to address the importance of like representation in Warframe in games in general, and how dismissive it is to some people to kind of like hear something and just be, well, I don't know. I can talk about all that stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Regardless of it, thank you guys so much for like just being here and letting me vent. Thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out when I'm live. Tomorrow is another day where we do the murder mystery video game called Nobody Wants to Die. Forgot where we left off actually, so I might need the recap, but I might watch my last stream to recap it because I can't remember where we left off. But we're getting pretty close to some weird shit, and it's very cyberpunkish. So I do appreciate kind of like how intense the series is getting. I did see a couple people watch my last stream. I'm wondering if people were just curious because recently it was available for free on Epic. So I wonder if more folks are getting it. But yeah. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending quality time with me. I hope you have a beautiful night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Bye y'all. See you on Discord, or you know, if we decide to change and transition to other platforms, I'm totally down. Just let me know. Bye y'all. Bye bye.